Hello, everybody. I'm Dr. Jesse Jackson, the third best-selling author and facilitator of the Don't Kick 'em Out book and training series. Our Don't Kick 'em Out philosophy is deeply based on the framework of building strong teams, and it flushes out negative behavior systematically, right? Just us learning how to work together, being on the same page, adult maturity, confidence, the ability to communicate, confront negativity, set healthy boundaries. These things flush negative behavior out. One of the major barriers that I'm seeing from teams going to the next stage of their goals and achieving those goals is just toxic team energy. We often talk about toxic teams and we can point out people on the team that are toxic. But what if the person that's the leader of the team, the administrator, is the toxic person? That's something that has been coming up a lot lately. I've been doing leadership retreats and spending time with these teams in their environment. And you could start to see the personalities of the administrator. And that is the personality that is the dysfunction. What does toxic personalities look like in an admin team? You're talking about just very mean spirited. You're just a jerk to people for whatever reason. I don't get that. Bully, an adult bully, and you just kind of treat people crazy because you can and you have power and a title. You manipulate adults. You make it so that adults, you use the adults against each other. It's never positive. And it's like you're kind of doing it to keep control over them, and it's just no good. So the thing that I think, and then egomaniac. Okay, I believe you do need a healthy ego to be successful. I do believe you should feel good about your accomplishments. However, anything you've ever accomplished is about team. And you've been able to get adults to kind of work for you and do things that you need them to do to help children be successful. That's what we're talking about. Toxic environments will short circuit everything you're trying to do for your organization. We're in a period of history where production is the name of the game. And for you to get production and to make it through these unique period, there's a unique change going on in the world. It's not perspective decides what's negative or not. What I'm saying is that as the world is changing, AI, there's funding changes. The money's never disappears. Money never disappears. Money moves around. And another toxic personality among admin is the poverty brain, right? The same rain financially is falling on us all. Budget cuts or budget withdrawals, that this stuff is falling on us all. But I've got one district over here that prioritizes what they're going to do and they'll figure the money out. And then I got another school over here saying, we don't have the funds. We're in a budget crisis. I would never put a budget crisis on my company. We do have changes. We got to figure things out. But see, when you have people that are in leadership positions that have these toxic ideas, poverty mentality, shortage mentality is a poverty mentality. And if you are creating shortage energy within your company, outside of looking out how to grow the company, you're what I'm talking about. It doesn't work. And that is the type of thing that actually causes the company to be smaller. I believe from the superintendent to the finance HR people, they've all got to be on the same page and they have to share the mentality of prosperity and growth of growing an organization. When I see the finance person, the federal programs person, and they're lording over the superintendent, we can't do this. We don't have the money. Cut. Your organization is headed in the wrong direction. Now you better remember this very clearly. You become who you listen to. No organization is successful without wise counsel. No organizations have to have a vision, and they've got to have people that keep their eyes on the vision and can grow you in the vision. It is a reason why during COVID-19, who do people call? Us. The world shut down. Schools shut down. Schools closed. Who did they call? Who they could trust, who they know could see, who they knew. And I'm proud of that, man. And so once again, we're going through a change. It's not as extreme as COVID, but it can be. And there's more changes. Now we have, well over half of the leadership positions in education, from the superintendent to the principal, are people that have been there under 2 to 3 years. This is a new generation of leadership. Superintendents, first time superintendents at an all time high. First time principals, all time high. First time APs, all time high. They're not going to be successful without mentorship. And the mentorship is not somebody in your circle that is basically a lot of times sharing a lot of the same mentalities and losing philosophies that have been going on the whole time. That's toxic. Doing the same thing and keeping the same poisonous philosophies in place is toxic administration behavior. I'm asking and calling for change. I'm calling for us to do different. I'm calling for us to expand our reach. I'm calling for us to open our doors and seek guidance and wisdom above the things we have done. It's not working. When I heard that, I was in a leadership retreat and I heard the finance person sitting there talking about what they didn't have, what they couldn't afford. And I said, well, we just need to get this person out of here. We're not talking about being responsible. We're talking about when it comes to running a school, we will do whatever we need to do to ensure our success. It does require creativity. It does require learning what's going on with the money. It does require us being disciplined stewards. But it does, that poison of negativity and hardship and sadness and moaning and groaning, that's not what's going to get it done. Now, you can keep doing that. I don't support it, and I'm going to strike it down every time because I know what works. I know what works. I've been through here. I've been here through the first pillar, which is very clearly No Child Left Behind, which all the teachers got left behind. Kids didn't get left behind. I've been here to watch rethink discipline, and they tried to change discipline. None of that stuff worked, and they restored justice, and they tried all these things. Then we went through COVID, shut the world down, and then we were learning on screens, and then we did all this crap, and this crap didn't work, and now cultures are toilet all over the world. Workplace cultures are toilet all over the world. We fired superintendents and management, and all this mess happened. We didn't get it right. Some people got it right, but overall, we didn't get it right. And so what I'm saying is I've seen all these trends. I know where it'll end. It always ends up bad. And the biggest loser is always the student and the career of the teacher. The kids are the one that are going to suffer. The careers of the adults that do this for a living, the suffering that they're going to go through is going to be something we're not going to be able to fix. Because if the teacher loses hope and they're supposed to be inspiring the student, we lose big time. Anti-toxic adult and administrative behavior is something you can't afford to do. You can work with it with training, but it's about mentorship. Over the course of these next 3 years, I've committed myself to mentoring over 1,000 principals, new principals, superintendents that are coming in that are seeking an independent source. Notice what I said, an independent source to bounce things off of. Relationships develop, they develop over time and over as you just continue to talk and you get to know each other and get to know each other's goals and what you want to accomplish. That's how I've built all the relationships. And I've had people that have been with me all 19 and a half years. I've had people that has been with us 13 years, been going to their school. I've had people that started as teachers, went to APs, became principals, and now are superintendents. We've come through the ranks. We've been able to coach 44 principals of the year of their district, region, or their state. And that is what I am so proud of. I'm proud of the relationships I've developed and good name and good credit I've developed over the course of this time. If I could support you, help you in any way, it's what I'm here to do. You cannot toxic behavior, toxic attitude from the admin desk is death on the organization. Let's get that corrected right now.